Okay, we're going to talk about creatine. This is something that's come up all the time. It comes up all the time, not several times. It comes up all the time. When I've posted videos specifically about creatine, some of them seem to get a big response. Not that that's what I'm looking for here on YouTube. I'm just looking to provide you with real information. We can dive a little deeper than the sound bites that I post on Instagram and Facebook. So, oh, before we dive in, if somehow you just came across this in a search. Hi there, I'm Elizabeth from Happy, Healthy, and Hot. I am a 59-year-old double certified health and weight loss coach, author, content creator, and three-time finalist at the Maximum Cover Girl competition in my 50s, competing with women mostly in their 20s and 30s because it's time to tell a new story about aging. So I am 59, 5 years post-menopause, and in the best shape of my life, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. So I love sharing. I've been on social media for close to 10 years, sharing my ideas so freely with the world about how to love your body and your life at any age. And I get a lot of questions about creatine. Am I taking it? And I would always be like, I think I should, but I'm not. Or I have some, but I'm not taking it. So and now I'm taking it consistently, and I've absolutely noticed some real benefits. But before you start taking creatine or any supplement, start eating real food. Like creatine, collagen, any of those things, they can fill some gaps. They can help support some things. But at the end of the day, we need to be getting our nutrition from real food. Prioritize protein and produce. Build your meals around high quality, protein dense foods. We are talking beef, fish, poultry, eggs, maybe some of the higher protein dairy if you tolerate it well, like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and filling in with colorful fruits and veggies. That is going to have such a huge impact on your body composition and everything else. If you're eating crap, creatine isn't magically going to fix it. But here's the thing with creatine. So it's an amino acid. It is found in foods we are hopefully already eating, especially red meat. Again, I was vegetarian, so I was vegan for over 30 years. I started eating meat over 15 years ago. I've never felt better in my life. I'm not knocking being a vegetarian. I respect everybody's dietary choices. My body, my brain, and my booty are all better since I added beef, meat in general, but beef, I would say especially. Unless you're eating like 2.5 pounds a day of red meat, you're probably not getting the creatine that is optimal for muscle building, muscle strength, like developing our muscles, which are about so much more than aesthetics. But now there's new brain benefits as well. So, like, why is she on this jar of candy? Okay, I'm not a big, this is like the only gummy that I take. Um, but creatine, the most cost-effective way to buy creatine is as just a plain powder that dissolves easily into water, shakes, coffee, anything. I had it on hand. I've had it for years. I just was never using it consistently. So I could never see the benefits. So as I was approaching my 59th birthday, I committed to taking creatine regularly. I was already taking collagen regularly, but really staying on my A game with everything. So I started out with the creatine powder, and when I travel, I wasn't using it. I traveled a lot this summer. So, and I just didn't always feel like mixing extra shit into my water. I realize that sounds really lazy. I am so consistent with my food, my simple home workouts, my steps every day. I'm not real consistent with taking stuff. So, enter Goddess Bites. Elizabeth doesn't have a candy jar. She's a creatine jar. So if I'm traveling, I throw these in a Ziploc bag. Each little gummy, Goddess Bite. And there's no reason men couldn't take these. Is 1 gram of creatine. So the optimal daily dose is 5 grams. I could take 5 of these at once. This is what I usually do, or kind of space them out. But here's the thing. And these aren't loaded with sugar, like they're super clean. But excuse me as I chew my creatine gummy. Since I've been taking these, mm, they're so good. Since I've had these, I take my creatine every damn day. Again, I throw them in a Ziploc when I'm traveling. In fact, I'm planning another New York trip. These will be coming with me. So, not the whole jar. I love, I don't like a lot of stuff on my kitchen counter, but I actually like seeing when you buy these, they actually come with this cute little jar the first time, and you can just set up for automatic monthly refills. So your candy jar is always full, your creatine jar, rather. So I'm doing these as a gummy because I'm actually taking them. They're just making it more enjoyable for me. And the reason I became convinced to take creatine, it's about more than the muscle benefits, although those are legit. Creatine is the most widely studied performance-based supplement, like performance enhancing supplement. It does enhance our performance, like in the gym, if you're in the gym, out there. And there are so many benefits to creatine with muscle strength and development. But guess what else it helps? Newer studies are showing that it helps our cognitive health. Yes, please. And a very recent study, I don't have details, suggests that higher doses of creatine, more than the 5 grams a day, I think closer to 20, can be super helpful at when people are super sleep deprived, at like reversing the effect on the brain. So yeah, sign me up. So since I've been taking creatine regularly, finally, it took me all these years to get creatine in a form that I actually enjoy. Here's what I'm noticing. Yes, it is easier for me to build and maintain muscle. So these are my 59-year-old, 5 years post-menopause abs. Yes, I'm in the process of building a better booty as well. I'm not going to pull my shorts down and show you that. Go on my Instagram. You'll see my booty, not, in thong bikini, things like that. You'll see. Um, but what I've been noticing, and this was before I heard about the sleep study, because I've seen that in like the last week or so. But I was telling my sister how it was so interesting that even traveling to Italy, being on a totally different time zone and everything, I've been adjusting so easily, even when I don't sleep enough or don't sleep as well as I would like. And that's something I'm definitely working on. I just feel like my brain is on fire in a good way all the time. And then I've learned ways to really wind down at night. So highly recommend creatine. You can take it in this form. You can get the powder. Full disclosure, I'm going to drop a link for these Goddess Bites. Full disclosure, I became an affiliate for this company because I love their product so much. I also take their organ meat supplement. So if you buy these through my link, I'll make a couple bucks. I like to be 1000% transparent about stuff like that. I only talk about things that I use and love. If I don't use it, if I don't love it, I'm not going to suggest it to you. I should talk about things that have improved my life, whether it's, my jaw exerciser, these creatine gummies, the collagen I take. I share things that I use and love in real life because I'm excited about them and I'm happy about them. And I deserve that I believe that we all deserve to feel amazing. So I'm going to drop the link in the caption, drop any questions in the comments, and I'll be back here on Monday with another Q&A.